You just live in the present moment. We have a lot to work on just with us. So I think that's actually a good thing. Uh, just to focus on our games and focus on playing well, and playing for each other, doing things that we know lead to winning. And this was a step for sure.
You said after the last game that the ball was getting a little sticky. What did you like about the ball movement?
Yeah, for sure. In the first half, we set the tone just with the ball and player movement. That was something that everybody came intentional into tonight to do a better job of that, and it's all born out of a good place. Our guys are so competitive, and when we have some of these tough games or tough moments in games, it's just a natural instinct to try to will it, and that's sometimes a kryptonite, pill for us. But the ball was moving, it was popping, it was getting where it needed to go, and it was just good to see. It was good to have a night like that for everybody in the locker room offensively.
You just alluded to it, but do you feel like a game like this with only one game left was kind of like what the doctor ordered, that you guys played all to your strengths and then they came out with the win?
Yes, and you just deal with what's right in front of you. So we're going to rest up and get ready for Sunday. But it was good to come off of a disappointing loss and come together. And as soon as I saw everybody in the gym this morning for the shoot around, I was encouraged as the head coach, but I wasn't surprised either. This is a high character group and a very competitive group, a group that really cares. Sometimes we do things that, all of us, including myself, that, fall short, but it's not for a matter of not wanting or caring. We can always deal with this. So we're going to continue to work and figure this out.
I know Sunday's going to be all hands on deck either way, but what sort of luxury is it that Jaime played 32 and then nobody else played more than 30?
Yeah, I think it was good that we got guys activated and into the game. Everybody was into it, but we were able to use our depth, and we were able to create some separation there in the fourth quarter, so nobody was able to or had to overextend. The back-to-back, there was a little bit of overextending at Atlanta and Dallas, but this is that time of year right now, so having a game like this, it feels like a spring break. Not disrespect to the opponent at all. It just, when you're not playing guys 38 minutes and grinding through everything, it was good.
Amid the curiosity, are you curious on the bench about the scores elsewhere,
No.
or even after the game? Do you go in and
No.
have you already taken stock of the playoff race yet? In other words,
No, I haven't. I'm focused on my team. All I'm focused on, we get to a place where we're connected and playing for each other and playing a spirited game where it's to our identity. That's all I care about right now, because when we get to that, we feel like we can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Ultimately, you can't prove it until you get there for players. But over the past 2, 4, 6 weeks with Nico, what might he be doing to earn trust, not just to be part of a regular season rotation, but that you might trust him in?
Yeah, it's already happening, but you just don't know until you get to the playoffs. But all the things that I've talked about, for the last several weeks, the positional size, the skill level, he and Bam are unique because they both can handle, they both can initiate, they both can pass. And Nico has really developed and worked on his shooting ability. And then all those hours drilling our defense, it's gotten incrementally better, each week of the season, whether he's in the rotation or not. And that kind of size and, habits, those things defensively help our team.
Coach, how nice is it to see, you guys finish with 4 turnovers, the other team finished with 17, and, you were just talking about the defensive identity there. And is that, how much of the pie does the turnover battle take up there as far as the defensive identity?
That's a big part of it on both sides of the floor. You know, if you can win the possession game in this league, you're putting yourself in a good position usually. So taking care of the ball and getting the ball where it needs to go, and then moving the ball and the players without making mistakes, that's easier said than done. But there was intention coming into the game offensively, and then defensively we have to be who we are. We know who that is, how we can impact winning. It requires a great deal of effort and emotional, mental, physical, spiritual commitment. Every single possession. That's why even at the end, we're up 20, we're still in our full court press. It's not to do anything to disrespect Toronto. That's who this team has to be. And we're wrapping our minds around that. We can be pretty dynamic, defensively when we're flying around and making plays. All right, thank you.